What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be reviewing or comparing the Osbot Meet 2 with the YoloLive YoloCam S3. Both are 4K webcams that boast very different prices, so $200 versus $100. So there's a $100 difference between these cameras, not to do the complex math for you guys on the fly. But yeah, we're going to compare and see what the quality difference is between these two cameras. Now, I do want to first show you the builds in real life and how they compare in that way. So if I bring up my webcam here, you've got the physical versions here. On the right is the Osbot Meet 2, and on the left is the YoloCam YoloLive S3. I'm going to just call these YOLO and Osbot from here out because it does get a little bit kind of topsy-turvy with these strange names, and I think that it's a little bit given at this point. But yeah, here is the quality of the Osbot. So, and this is my Microsoft webcam, not to scare anybody. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, so that is my Microsoft live cam. Oh, there we go. So that's what the macro looks like on the Osbot. And on the YoloLive S3, that is what the macro looks like. If I get too close, a little bit of compensation. There you go. So that is how the macro acts between the two of them. Now, again, this is the image quality between the two. I'm going to move this over, actually. Okay, cool. So now I'm in front of my computer. So this is the Osbot's camera quality, and this is the YoloLive's camera quality. Now, these two cameras operate pretty significantly different in low lighting, and it was a bit surprising to me to see which one was the winner, not to give anything away, but hey Google, lights off. So that's our YoloLive S3 with no lights on. Now, of course, you can fake its performance by putting up something white in your face, but if you're, say, going to be using these cameras for something like video game streaming or something like that, you're not always going to have a white screen in front of you to kind of illuminate yourself, so you kind of have that going against you. But with the Osbot, you can see a faint image of me. It's completely black with YoloLive, but with this camera you can see a little bit something, and if I put anything bright on the screen, you can see a lot more than what the YoloLive YoloCam S3 has to offer. So that's how they operate in low lighting. Now, what if you have a light on you, like a really, really strong like flashlight or something? So ideally, you'd want your own lighting set up, but this is my flashlight on my camera, and that's how it looks with the Osbot. And then this is how it looks with the YoloLive S3 camera. Now, God, just the difference between these two cameras in their quality. It looks like I was photographed with one of those people at the club who just their job is to go around and take pictures of people and promote the club. And this just looks like a very, very nice webcam. So, and arguably sharper in this instance. So it really is up to you what kind of look you're going for with your camera setup. But honestly, I like the look of both. I was going to review one and keep one and return the other, but I might just honestly keep both because I like how both of these things look. Hey Google, lights on. So if you're filling your space and you have like a decent light on you, or this will in this case be a really, really strong light, this is how the YOLO looks. And if we go to the Osbot, this is how the Osbot looks with a really, really strong camera, well, with a really, really strong flashlight on your face. So that's how these two cameras operate with lighting. So obviously without lighting, you know, one's going to struggle more than the other. But it's up to you which one you think looks better. Now, these two cameras have different properties, which I can't really access while I'm recording in OBS, but I'll tell you right now, the resolution, let me see if I'm able to change this on the fly. Resolution here. Okay. So, oh wow. Holy, hey guys. Yikes. Let me make this a little smaller. So this is 4K now. Oh my gosh. Okay, and there's really not even a significant bump in the resolution, but it's crazy that it's that much information. And look how much it lags. So these cameras can do 4K, but you're obviously going to be losing some frames. Now with the Osbot, you can do the same thing. You can change its resolution. So is the YoloCam S3 fucking up this one's frame rate too? No. Okay. So if we go here to custom, getting out of the device default, we're going to set it to 4K as well. And this is how we're looking at 4K. Now, I've all but stopped posting YouTube videos to my account and everything because I've got other things that I'm trying to focus on, of which I won't get into because that's not the spirit of the video. But you guys have never seen me in this quality before between these two cameras, which is really saying something. With the performance of cell phone cameras compared to these cameras. So if you were looking to start doing some content online and you had the option, let me turn off the other one's 4K so it's not affecting this one's performance. If you were looking to do some content online and you were thinking that you were going to be using your phone, but maybe that can be a little bit clunky, getting one of these webcams I think will be a great option for you. And if I ever get back into making videos again, it's something that I'll utilize in place of my camera on my phone. Usually my phone was what I would always use, and it was kind of dog shit. But yeah, this is actually pretty good for 4K on the Osbot. It's rendering things with a little bit of a delay, but not as much as the YoloCam. The YoloCam, it just looks like a choppy disaster, and somewhat grainy actually. So let me try to go to the properties on this one and maybe lower it to something a little bit more normal. Maybe you guys have a better PC than me and this won't be a problem, but you know, it is a factor to look out for. So this is 1080p with the YOLO Live, and this is 1080p. And again, for this video, we're just going to be comparing things in OBS. If you guys are computer wizards out there and you've got no problem with configuring the settings in the external app, wow, what a difference. And then you can feed that information over to OBS, then more power to you. But yeah, the 1080p for, let me throw some light on this. 1080p for the Osbot camera is kind of dog shit looking. And wow, what a difference. What a difference. Wow. Okay, so this is really performing well. I mean, this is a webcam, and you don't even see too much motion blur from my hands. It's crazy. But yeah, this looks like dog shit. I should go back to device defaults for the Osbot. I think it was running at 720p. And that's another thing that I found with these cameras too, is if you have these cameras set to different resolutions, they do different things with their aperture. So this is 720. Still looks like dog shit. What did I do? Let me go back to device defaults. Okay, yeah, that's for some reason better. So if you're smarter with webcams and stuff like that, then you know, figure it out. But for me, I don't understand why the ISO and everything and the white balance, all that stuff changes when you're going between the different resolutions. That doesn't make a ton of sense to me, but maybe that's why the Osbot is running so well at 4K, whereas the YOLO Live seems to struggle. So if you don't have as good of a computer, this camera is going to be the one that's better for you. If you do have a better computer and you think that you can run 4K just fine, then perhaps this will be the better camera for you. But I think that's going to wrap up the review here between these two cameras. I don't want to ramble on for too long. I think both are great, and I think that I'm going to keep both. But, you know, it is worth noting that this is fucking camera quality. Let me try to get up on you guys. See here. It didn't want to focus on me. But that's our YOLO Live S3, and this is our Osbot whatever Meet 2. So if you want to get these cameras, oh, let me show you a side-by-side of these. This was set up just fine before I ruined the resolution and stuff. But this is the side-by-side between the two cameras. So again, very like kind of club atmosphere for the YOLO Live, and then for the Osbot, it's just very normal, like very even tones. So, you know, I think that both of these have their strengths and weaknesses. So you're not gonna go wrong with either that you choose. But yeah, I mean, if we're looking at the price between these two products, let me go ahead and bring that back up. Got to get this over though. Yeah, if we're looking at the price between these two products, $100 versus $200, up to you. If you think it is enough of a difference to go for the YOLO Live YoloCam S3. But I think that this is a fantastic webcam for what it offers, and it's got a promotion running. So maybe it's not twice the price, and by the time you go back to this camera and try to buy it, it'll be $40 more, but $99 has been the standard for this camera for a long time, I think. So I think that they're just kind of giving you a bit of FOMO. Anyways, that's again going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys came to a decision on which one you would go with if you were perhaps looking at purchasing one or the other. Particularly, I think I'm just going to keep both for myself because I like different aspects about each of them. And yeah, I tried searching YouTube for content like this, and I didn't see a direct comparison between these two cameras, so I thought I'd put it up myself. Hope you enjoyed.